tapped it back in bounds, but it's going to go right to London. Here comes Ford, baseballs it, hit the rim, trying to throw a long pass, and now Bandy has it stripped away out of bounds as London forced the turnover, slapped it against Bandy's leg.
London's length is affecting what we're doing offensively. I know he's blocked 3 or 4 shots around the rim. That time his length got a hand on it, threw it off Will. Another turnover opportunity for Metcalfe to get some points to cut into our 14-point lead.
3:47 to play here in the first half. Dial with the basketball against Griggs. Takes him one-on-one. Spin move. Ran into Bush. That's going to be an offensive foul. Second foul on Dial. That's 9 on the Hornets in the first half. Niken. Pass is deflected. Turnover by Barren. He tried to throw it long. Here's a shot, no good, air ball. Withrow underneath the basket to get it. Spins away from trouble, races down the floor. He'll bounce it off to Lane. Can't shoot, giving it back out to Withrow. 3:25 to play in the first half. 27-13, Trojans on top. Griggs gives it to Lane, fakes, drives, goes to the basket, puts it up, missed the layup. Rebound to Ford for Metcalfe. He'll give it to Dial. Dial finds some running room. He'll go in for the layup. It is no good, but a foul on the Trojans. Now got a technical foul called on somebody.
On Metcalfe's coach.
Metcalfe. So Griggs called for the personal, his second, team's fourth. And the technical foul on Metcalfe County. On the coach?
I have no idea what he's doing. I've seen him kind of talk and yell more at the officials than he has all night. I have no idea what he said or did, but quick whistle technical on coach. And he'll have to take a seat the rest of the night.
Dial misses the first one. He'll have another. Puts this one up, and it's good. So now we're going to have technical free throw shot.
Should, yeah. Get some subs and get some free throws.
Will Bandy's going to go to the free throw line for the technical free throw shots. 27-14, Barren. 3:07 to go here in the first half. Bandy puts it up. It's good. That'll make it 28-14.
We'll watch a replay in just a minute and see our BC Live back there. Guys are back there. We'll watch a quick replay and see if I can see anything the coach did to warrant that technical. Again, I'm sure it's verbal, so there probably wasn't anything we could see on the film.
And they've had to give Bandy a long time to think about the second one after being interrupted.
I think they were questioning if he had just checked in, but he was in the game. Yeah. They didn't want somebody that just checked in the game to take the free throws.
Will Bandy sinks the second technical free throw toss to give the Trojans a 29-14 lead. And Barren County will have the basketball. Gavin Withrow will toss it in as it comes into Niken, hands it back to Withrow. Now Withrow works against Ford out front, driving to the right, picks up his dribble, bounces off to Bandy. Bandy's going to head into the lane, jumps it up, it's no good. And a rebound to Hester. He'll fire it back out to Withrow. 17-foot in the air is banked in. How about that one? Look, I had a little spin on that one.
I think it got deflected, and he had to adjust his shot, threw it up off the backboard, really.
London will throw one up. It's too strong. People's Bank shot for Gavin Withrow. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. Withrow gives it out to Bandy, pulls a trigger for a three. It's off the mark. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound. I believe Pointer came over the back.
Bandy's runner was short-armed, and that three was a little short. He's got to put a little bit more on it to get it to the rim.
That's the 15th foul on the Trojans here in the first half. Wyatt Fields, Braxton Davis, Blake Sharp. on the court for Metcalfe now. As Dial leaves Pointer and he puts it up and in.
And our help vacated underneath the rim, too. We were chasing somebody out towards the top of the key and didn't see the action was going right at us.
31-16. Withrow with the ball. Bounce pass off to Hester. Hester hooks it into Niken. Trying to work inside, and he's called for a traveling violation.
Got to catch and go up with it. Got to catch and go up with it instead of trying to work his way closer.
31-16 Trojans. Minute 55 to play here in the first half. Driving with it is Dial. Has to curl it back out to Davis. Davis leaves it back with Dial for three. It's short. And a rebound to Davis. Goes back up. It's blocked by Bandy. Now Withrow with the ball being chased at double team. Midcourt pass comes to Niken. Left side Hester skips it over to Pointer. He'll pull the trigger for three, and it's off the mark. Good luck. Rebound is Sharp for Metcalfe County. Dial to the baseline, cut off. Back out to Davis. Sharp, right side Ford. Ford has it deflected up in the air and loose ball, and it's going to be Barren County's ball. Whoa! I believe they missed that. And that one's going to come up short off the front of the rim. Rebound to Wyatt Fields for Metcalfe. 25 seconds left to play here in the first half. Dial gives it out to London. London back to Dial. Dial being chased out there by Hester. They tried to steal it. Here's a shot out of the corner for three. That's good for Davis. 32-21. 34 of the 54.
Well, they're clearly capable of that, and that's what we'll expect them to do Tuesday night probably. But we can't let them do that if we want to move on in our journey we'll take.
Trojans going back with Gavin Withrow, Mason Griggs, Aiden Niken, Tyler Bush, and Will Bandy. Man. Right elbows Niken, turns toward Moss. He wants to work it inside the paint, forces up the shot. It's no good. Bush with the offensive board. One dribble, flips it back up over the rim. Try to get a foul there, no whistle. Davis with it for Metcalfe County. London, three, no. Long rebound, knocked around, and Withrow's got it. 3-on-1, no-look pass. Niken lays it in.
Just dribbled around Dial. He tried to swipe it away, go for the steal.
37-21. Trojans with a 6 on it. He'll go to Moss. Long range right, out to DeVore. Swings to the left side of Fields, trying to get around Griggs. Goes up with a shot and a foul. That'll be his third. Team's first of the second half. Trevor Fields is a 74% foul shooter, but he missed the first one. He'll have one more. Almost a minute gone here in the third. Barren County leads at 37-21. Second shot for Fields is good. 37-22. Now applying some pressure to backcourt. Niken's got it. He'll give it off to Griggs. Long looping cross-court pass is deflected by Fields. A turnover by Barren.
Just can't put that air underneath it that far across.
Three-point try, no good. Batted up in the air by Niken, but didn't grab the ball. Here's DeVore putting it up, no good, but a foul.
You see it all the time, and I don't understand. You do everything, you box out perfectly, and then the ball's right in front of you, you just don't go get it. It's kind of funny how it works, but you saw it in the girls' game tonight. You see it in the boys' game right there.
Yeah. DeVore pretty much automatic from the foul line. He shoots 82.5%. He gets his first point of the ball game tonight, 37-23. Second shot, well, it's going to fall off the rim.
There's a announcer jinx there.
Bush has got it. Pulls up now, gives it out to Bandy. Bandy will get rid of it out to Withrow, and he'll set it up. Right side it goes to Griggs, fires it down to Bush, right of the lane, back out to Griggs from 17, swish.
Great play there by Tyler to kick it back out. That would have been a highly contested short-range jumper, but Griggs had an open one.
Griggs with his second field goal tonight. 39-23 Trojans. Here's DeVore. Thought about the three from way out NBA range. Fields has got it, left side. Fields sends it back around the perimeter. London over to Davis. Davis. Now bounce pass in there to DeVore. Spin move, jumper over. And Bush blocked it on him and takes the basketball. Bush will drive, try to go up with a shot, and he's going to be fouled by Davis. His first, team's first the second half. 2 shots for Tyler Bush. Knocked down a pair back in the first quarter. 61% on the season. Free throw is good. Bobbled out and went back in. He'll have one more. And that one goes in. Peyton Didle back in for Metcalfe County. Barren County has pushed the lead out to 18 at 41-23. Ball comes into Fields. So he works against Gavin Withrow, gets it across the line. Right side it goes to London. London sends it out now to Moss. Swings it left side over to Fields. Back out to London. Now London, bounce pass. Comes to Moss. Cut off by Bandy. Now London with a three. It's off high. And, I'm not sure about that one. Going to call Withrow with a push-off. His second, team's third.
No offense to Gavin, but Gavin doesn't go over many people's back.
No.
Especially somebody that's like 6'5".
Right side is Moss with it for Metcalfe. Out top, London fakes, wants to go against Niken, throws up off balance. It's no good. Follow up, no good for Moss. Bush gets the rebound for the Trojans. Bush leaves it with Niken. Niken trying to make a move on his defender. Puts up the shot. Good. His defender fell down. Could have been a block.
Yeah, it wasn't a charge for sure, I don't think.
Here's a long three that's way short underneath the basket. Withrow's got it. Withrow on the run. Pushing it down the floor. Goes in for the layup. Good.
The defense never really committed to stopping him. They were more concerned with him passing the ball. You keep going to somebody stops you and keep going. There was a layup.
Withrow with 9 points. Metcalfe wants a timeout. Now a 22-point lead for the Trojans with 4:50 to play in the third quarter. Just Metcalfe with no field goals.
Well, what was it? It was like that in the second quarter, right? We started, I think, 11-0 to open the second quarter, and they didn't hit the first field goal to about halfway through the quarter. Well, they got a similar situation going here, and that's what's allowed us to take a 14-point halftime lead to balloon up to the 22-point lead we have now. Right. So here's where we are, like where the girls were. It's kind of a similar situation. The girls really didn't let Metcalfe, there's no getting back in it, I don't think, at this point.
Yeah.
But Metcalfe gained momentum, and they played a much better fourth quarter. We need to continue to push the lead out until we get to that magic number 35 would be the ultimate goal. But nonetheless, we played extremely well tonight, and I think we've kept Metcalfe on their heels. Their leading scorer still only has 1 point, and the rest of the top scorers don't have much else. It's only free throws that's been added this quarter.
Metcalfe County will play Russell County in the first round of the 16th district here in Edmonton next week.
I wonder if they moved that gym to middle school or something. But if I was Russell County, I would do anything almost, especially if Danville traveling that distance to get that game in.
Yeah.
And during this week, you want to play and right. Just kind of work on a few things to move it into next week.
Metcalfe County's Davis with a basketball. Withrow is going to be called for overguarding. His third, team's fourth. He's the second Trojan to pick up 3. Griggs has 3 fouls. And now Caleb Hester comes in to replace Gavin Withrow. Ball comes into Sharp at the right elbow. He'll give it back out now, and Dial's going to set it up. Dial getting a screen out there. Fires it down to Fields. He put it up at short. Gets his own rebound. Back up with the left hand. Good on the left-hand side of the rim.
Nobody took the roller. We switched, and both people had the guy going around the screen. That's why he was wide open.
45-25 the score. And a foul here on DeVore is going to be his 4th.
Probably one you let go, especially that kid has 4 now. It's easy to call that just out of bounds and don't put another foul on him because it wasn't much.
Mason Griggs, who's playing with 3 fouls, playing the point right now for Withrow. Hester gives it to Bush. Bush on the left side, wants to head into the paint, cut off in there. Griggs works it into the lane, gives it back out to Bush. Now Bush working left, cuts back right, heads to the basket, puts it up, it's good.
Again, the defense was expecting him to do one thing. He did the other, and that's why he got to the rim and scored it.
6 points for Tyler Bush. It's 47-25, Barren County. 3:40 to play here in the third quarter. They dump it down to Wyatt Fields. He goes in the corner. 3-pointer in the air. Air ball. And we'll get a foul called on, let's see, who's it on? 10?
It looks like Davis, yeah. It's a literal over the back.
Yeah. Number 2 on Davis, 3 on the Hornets here in the second half. Trevor Fields checking back into the Hornet lineup. And I'm not sure what's going on here.
Just needed a trainer. That Davis kid came over the back there, I think cut his lip. Maybe a little blood on the floor too. So we
time called here.
Get a little time to clean that up.
3:32 to play, third quarter. Barren County 47, Metcalfe County 25. Here's a final score in boys action tonight. LaRue County beat Elizabethtown 77-60.
Warren East girls beat Franklin Simpson girls tonight, 62-38. Warren Central boys are up 25-16 in the second over Allen County. Bowling Green boys are up 22-14 over Russellville at the end of the first. And may not have anything else. Edmonton County beat McLean County 48-35. That's all the stuff I have that's local, I think.
The Clinton County girls are playing Somerset tonight.
It'll be a hard one to get. We usually don't get much
at
from over
Somerset
Clinton County.
Who the Trojanettes will play Thursday. Here's a run out, midcourt, Niken. Crossover move, heads down the lane. Off balance shot, good, falling away. One-hander.
One hand to keep the defender away, one hand to throw it up and in.
16 for Niken. Niken tried to cut off Fields, or rather Ford on the baseline. And on Niken, his first personal, that's number 5 on the Trojans here in the second half. Metcalfe County basketball, 3:20 to play in the third. Barren up by 24. Here's a jump shot for Dial, no good, a foul. And it is going to be on Griggs, and that's his 4th. Number 6 of the Trojans here in the second half. Two shots coming to Peyton Dial. First one is good. Colton Stevens is checked into the Trojan lineup. Free throw, no good for Dial. Niken clears. That is swatted away, but here's Bush at the baseline. His shot's good. 8 points for Tyler Bush. 51-26. Driving shot left side, good, a foul. It's going to send Trevor Fields to the free throw line.
We kind of screened each other there. Bandy and Hester ran into each other. The guy went right around, did Fields, and scored it.
Fields puts it up, it's good. Makes it 51-29, a 3-point play. It was 51-26. That was the largest lead for the Trojans. Long looping pass tipped away and stolen by Wyatt Fields.
Not needed.
Comes out to Trevor Fields. He'll leave it out there with Sharp. Fires it left corner to Ford. Back out to Trevor Fields. He drives in, spinning. Shot off balance, blocked. Niken taking it down the lane. He's going to be fouled. Going to put it on Sharp, I believe. His first, team's 4th of the second half. Aiden Niken will be at the charity line for 2 shots. First one is up. It is no good. His first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Boston DeVore is back in the game with 4 fouls for Metcalfe with 2:35 left to play in the third quarter.
Well, it's been a slow third quarter because we're already looks like put them in the bonus.
Niken gets the second one for his 17th point. Ryan Shirley, Tay Pointer in the game. Colton Stevens in the game. Will Bandy and Tyler Bush on the court right now for the Trojans. 52-29. Dial with it on the right side against Stevens. Gives to DeVore, wants to make a move, left to the lane. Bush stays with him. Gives it back out to Sharp. Dumps it off right side to Wyatt Fields. He'll give it out there to Dial. Baseline jump shot is good for Dial. 52-31. Bush getting control, going in for the layup. It's too strong. Sharp. Down court, Dial. Crossover move, spins, had it knocked loose. Pointer picks it up. Now Pointer's in a trap. White Fields reaches in to tie it up. Possession going to Metcalfe.
That area, you got to pick it up, know what you're doing with it. But I'm not going to give that turnover probably to Tay more than anybody else because our guard's got to go back and help him, give him an outlet to get rid of the basketball.
Here's Dial with the basketball against Stevens. Dial trying to get a screen, moving screen. They stuck their leg out. Sharp. His second, team's fifth. Ball comes out to Colton Stevens. Stevens working right side. High post right. Shirley. Pointer pulls a trigger. In and out. Rebound taken by Tyler London. Just checked in a minute ago. London only with 2 baskets in the first quarter. And now DeVore. Pull-up jumper 15. Left side, no. Tip back out. Hornets keep it alive. London, right corner against Shirley. Fires it down into wide fields. Up with the left hand, good.
Good move by him. He caught us in a bad spot. Really could have went straight up for the layup, but he made it hard and went to the other side of the rim. We turned it over.
And Bush scoops it up, and then he gets undercut.
Metcalfe probably should have got the turnover there. All they had to do again was just pick it up. And everybody kind of just deer in the headlights was caught looking at it.
Aiden Nyken back in the game. Caleb Hester also returning.
This may be the longest third quarter we played all year.
It really is. 56.8 seconds still to go. Nyken hands it off to Stevens. Stevens left side over to Bush. Bush spinning. Dumps it off to Shirley. He wasn't really looking for the pass, but he caught it. Back out to Nyken. Trying to make a move. He'll jump it up from 18. It is bouncing, rolling off the rim. Rebound to DeVore.
Not the shot you want to take probably there.
Fires it down to Sharp. He'll put it up and in.
Especially when you don't have a guard that gets back there and gave up an easy layup. Now you got to go for 1. 30 left in the quarter.
Now it's 52-35. Nyken for the rack, and he's going to be fouled. Barren had a lead of 25 in this game. Foul is on Fields, his third, team 6th. That's Wyatt Fields. Actually, the 7th team foul on the Hornets. Aiden Nyken at the stripe. 1 of 2 from the line. The shot goes up, and it's no good. Cody Lane returning to the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Tyler Bush. And Tanner Moss back in for Metcalfe County. With 24.8 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County's Aiden Nyken at the charity stripe. Second shot on the way. Good. Point 18 for Nyken. 53-35. 20 seconds to play in the third. London with the basketball to backcourt. Fires it back over to Dial. Dial driving. Kicks it off in the left corner. Collision with Aiden Nyken.
Charge on Dial.
That's 3 on him. 8 on the Hornets.
We're taking at least, 4 charges tonight,
I think we'd take more charges than anybody in this region, and we don't get every call.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, really.
You're right. That's what this staff puts in the kids, though. Mm-hmm. That's really a tribute to them.
Yep. Shirley, long looping cross-court pass to Hester. And here's Nyken spinning, off balance, and a foul with 3.7 to play.
He probably walked there, honestly. He spun back into the defense instead of spinning away, and still leave 3.7 for him to do something with it. Not much, but we'll see what we can do with 2 free throws.
Nyken for 2 this trip. Free throw, no good off the front of the rim. He's only 2 of 5 at the stripe. Glasgow leads Cumberland County 67-38 after 3 periods. 29 points. Second shot rattles out for Nyken. Here is Fields. Desperation throw off the back iron. That'll do it for the third quarter. And after 3 here in Edmonton, it's Barren County 53, Metcalfe County 35. We'll come back with the final 8 minutes of this one. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. Fourth and final quarter brought to you by Southern States. Trojans 53, the Hornets 35 here at Edmonton. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Caleb Spillman on stats. Trojans outscored the Hornets 18-14 in the third period. Barren County's basketball to start the fourth. Mason Griggs and Gavin Withrow back in the court. Aiden Nyken, Will Bandy, Tyler Bush. As Withrow handles it out front, and he loses it. Still loose, but picked back up by Withrow. Got in a trap. Back to Griggs. Back to Withrow, the right side. Trying to get a screen there, and he had it ripped away, but Griggs caught the ball on the left side of the floor. Griggs making a move in the lane. Bounce pass in there underneath to Nyken. Trying to work his way in. He puts it in.
Muscled his way around one and threw another.
20 points for Aiden Nyken. 55-35, 20-point lead. Three by DeVore is in and out. Nyken with a rebound. Spins away. Long pass down the floor. Bush will throw it up and in.
Tyler's got, what, 8 tonight?
Got 10 now.
10? Okay.
Yep. 57-35. London with it in the right corner for Metcalfe. He'll lob it in there to Wyatt Fields. One dribble goes inside. Missed the shot. Looked like he was going to try to dunk it, and I think it slipped out of his hands. So we got a foul called.
Didn't quite have enough air in the sneakers to get it, to throw it down.
They're going to put it on Will Bandy, his third, team's 8th.
Say he wasn't shooting either. It's on the rebound, so it'll just be a 1 and bonus instead of a 2.
Well, according to Wyatt Fields' free throw shooting stats, 18.8%. We'll see how he shoots this first free throw. Short. Rebound Bush. Here is Griggs in the front court. He'll give it off to Withrow. Withrow against Trevor Fields. Leaves him. Goes inside. The floater off the front of the rim. Bush with the offensive board had it ripped away. Bandy caught it. He moves in. The shot goes up good. About 8 feet away. That's his first 2 points of the second half for Will Bandy. He's got 14. 59-35, a 24-point Barren County lead. Trevor Fields gives to London. Left side it goes to DeVore. DeVore against Tyler Bush. Trying to backtrack in. Lost the handle going up. Bush grabs it out of the air. Gives it off to Nyken. Nyken down the right side. Zigzags in underneath to Griggs, and he lays it in.
Nice assist, and I think that gets us back up to the largest lead of the game now at 26.
61-35 now. The Trojans have raced out here with an 8-0 run to start the fourth quarter.
Sometimes it's hard to stay in a game when you have enjoyed the margins that we have. 6 after the first quarter, 14 at halftime, and then we expanded it out to 18 at the end of the third quarter. It's just hard to stay in it and keep your foot on the gas pedal, but we've done that pretty well through the first almost 2 minutes of this quarter, and looks like we're going to continue to try to expand that lead. And what you like about tonight's game is kids like Tyler Bush with double digits. Tyler's not going to give you double digits every night, but he has played a good game and taken what the offense has delivered to him. A couple steals, breakaways, just nice moves under control. That's what he has to be. Don't try to force points. And this is a team that when we get contributions from him, Nyken's going to give you that 20-point game. Griggs has got 6 tonight. Just different things like that. We have to have a puzzle that fits together really nicely.
Davis with the basketball for Metcalfe. Sends it over to Ford. Out to Sharp. Sharp trying to backtrack in and try to force up a shot. Ripped away by Bush.
He got it. He kind of bobbled it and threw it from his hip. Well, Bush was there to throw it to the cheerleaders.
5:58 to play. Barren 61, Metcalfe 35. Another new player in the ball game is 2, Wyatt Blythe, 5'10 freshman. Here's a scoop shot up short. Going to be a foul call. I didn't see that one. On Tyler Bush, his first personal, number 9 on the Trojans.
Yeah, both teams have 9. Everybody's in the double bonus from here forward.
Trojans will have a good test on Thursday night when Clinton County comes in for the final regular season game. And you want to play somebody tough your last regular season game, I think, as you head into the tournament next week.
Yeah, Clinton County's always a very solid boys squad, have the best player in the region, Jackson Harlan going to Western.
Yep.
So he is a really good player, and Clinton County is, if not a 20-win team, they're right there at it.
Davis hits both free throws to make it 61-37. Withrow gets it in front court against Davis. Withrow angling off to the right side, now looking. Bounce pass in there to Bandy. Bandy, spin move. And what we got?
Looks like a foul as he's falling away, and Will went down a little awkwardly, but pops back up.
Foul is on Bly, his first. Team's 10th. Will Bandy at the line for the Trojans. He is 4 of 6 from the stripe, then he hits that one.
Yeah, Clinton County has 20 wins on the season. They played South Warren last night. They're off tonight. South Warren actually beat them by 8.
Second shot's good for Will Bandy. 63-37 Trojans. Davis with the basketball for Metcalfe. Trying to work it, wants to drive against Withrow. Missed the shot. Niken tried to get the rebound. And then Ford lost it out of bounds. Metcalfe with some pressure now as Niken gets it in play to Withrow. Withrow pushing it across the timeline. Lobs it down into Bandy. Bandy puts it up and in, coming from the right side to the left.
That was a good job. Just accelerate down as Metcalfe thought you were going to knock.
Here's a shot too strong against the window. Got a foul on the Trojans. Going to send Sharp to the charity stripe for 2. Foul is on Caleb Hester, his second, team's 10th.
Bandy had a really quiet third quarter, but he's picked it back up here in the fourth. What's he got for the game? Almost 20, 16, 18?
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. That was 1,000 for Will, that 18th point, and that nice little layup gets him over the 1,000-point mark. So, nice little ovation as he checks out with a comfortable lead and 1,000 points in his pocket.
And hopefully a few more games to go. Dan on to that. Free throw good for, so who's at the line? Davis?
Yeah.
Here's Tay Pointer spinning in the lane, bounces out to Griggs. Griggs wants to drive. He spins in the lane. Here's his shot going up. It's no good. Crashing aboard his Bush. He'll throw it back up. It won't go. And ball kicks out. And it's Griggs with the basketball into Bush. He'll throw it up. It's blocked. And then the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans.
That was an awkward sequence, if anything. I think it was actually, let's go back on that. I think it was Sharp that was shooting the free throws. I'm sorry, I told you wrong.
Okay. 65-38 Trojans. Wow, a bullet pass down a Pointer from Bush, and he lays it in. We got a timeout by Metcalfe County. 4:17 still to play in the game. Barren County up by 29. 67-38.
It's fun. Obviously, when you win, it's fun when you get a good win, and it's fun when everybody contributes to it. So, and you hit a milestone along the way. So, a lot of things going right tonight for the Trojans. It's clearly going to get tougher from here.
Mm-hmm.
Clinton County won, and then Glasgow. We all know what that brings. First game on Monday night.
And Metcalfe only losing to Glasgow by 8 last Tuesday, and losing to Allen by 1.
Yeah,
on Thursday night.
Shows you that's why we kind of call this a good win.
Yep. Metcalfe County with a basketball. Bly will pull it up on the baseline, and it's going to drop in for him. Wyatt Bly, a freshman, makes it 67-40. Trojans by 27. Lane with the basketball. Here comes Pointer to the rack. He'll put it up and in.
He's had a
nice
couple
cut in there.
A couple of nice looks from 3, but now those didn't go in. He's got a couple layups.
69-40. Davis with the basketball for Metcalfe. Leaves in the corner. Here's Sharp for 3. It's an air ball. Taken by Griggs. Outlet pass comes up to Ryan Shirley. He'll go in for the layup. It is no good, but he's fouled.
Moss was lining him up to try to block his shot. Well, I don't think you're going to block very many of Ryan's shots. Used his body, that fullback frame, to go through the defender and just rolled off the opportunity for an and one.
Ryan Shirley puts it up and in.
Normally wears 40, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got
42 tonight. I'm not sure why.
Maybe we don't have a 40 in the
gold. Colton Stevens back in the game. Got Seth Hagan in the game now. Number 32. He's a 6-foot sophomore. Ryan Shirley puts this one up. It's too strong. Cody Lane going for the long rebound. He'll throw it back out to Pointer. Pointer on the move. Spinning into traffic. A whistle, jump ball. Got into a double team, and Ford reached in and tied it up. We get John Robert Richardson in the ball game, a 6'3" sophomore. He's wearing number 40.
Okay.
And let's see who else came in.
Hagan.
Seth Hagan. Okay, I had him.
And 2.
And number 2 is Byron Reynolds.
Yep.
He's in the game as well. 3:05 still to play. Barren up by 30 points. Metcalfe County with some reserves in there as well. We're going to get a foul called on Richardson. Actually, it's on Stevens. And at the line for Metcalfe is number 20, Sawyer Edmonds, a 6'2" sophomore. Also in the game is Jax Allen, number 30, a 5'10" freshman. Shot goes in for Edmonds. A couple more reserves for Metcalfe County. 33, Grant Edwards, a 6'1" junior. And number 1, Dathan Jolly, a 5'8" sophomore. Make sure I got everybody. And Peyton Dial is checked back in for the Hornets. 70-41. And the second shot is up, and it's good for Edmonds, Sawyer Edmonds. 70-42 at 2:55 to play. Stevens gives it to Reynolds. Here is Cody Lane in the corner. Seth Hagan will pull the trigger, and he knocks the bottom of it. Long 2. 72-42. Trojans by 30. Metcalfe County with the basketball. Allen's got it. Spin move. Fall away shot is good for Allen. 72-44. Stevens with the basketball. Trying to penetrate in the lane. Gives it off to Reynolds. Out to Richardson. Right side it goes to Hagan. Back out to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Hagan. Long range right. Back to Reynolds. He'll give it to Stevens. Now Stevens into the key. Hooks it back down to Reynolds. Baseline shot is on the way. It is no good. Tapped out. Here's Stevens throwing it back up. No good. Metcalfe County with a rebound. Coming up with it was Grant Edwards. Here is Dial. Putting up with a jumper. Good from 15 feet away. As Stevens fell down. 72-46. Barren County with 1:40 to play in the ball game. Cody Lane going up the baseline. Throws it up short. Taken by Metcalfe County is Dathan Jolly. Here's a steal by Stevens. He pickpocketed. And here's a layup good for Stevens.
Kind of payback there for the last defensive stand where he fell down. Picked his pocket.
Yeah, picked Dial's pocket there. 74-46. Trojans, 1:15 to play in the ball game. And turnover. Here comes Hagan with it for the Trojans. Hagan driving, going inside. He puts it in off the window.
Avoid the charge, too. That was the big thing. Went right up around Allen, who tried to draw it on him.
76-46 Trojans. 55 seconds to play in the game. Dial with the basketball for Metcalfe. He'll give it off to Edmonds. Edmonds swings around, goes right down the lane. A collision here. Shot's not going to count. And they're going to call a charging foul on Edmonds. He charged into
Reynolds, right?
Seth Hagan, or was it
It was
Reynolds?
2, right?
Number 2, it was Reynolds.
Yeah.
Couldn't see for the crowd around down the lane. 76-46, 35 seconds to play. Trojans just try to hold on to it here.
Be content with a 30-point win. The reserves got a couple of good minutes there at the end, contributed a few buckets, some stops, held the lead.
Yeah.
Overall, good team win. Look forward to just one night off, and then you'll come right back. Boys play first on Thursday,
right.
So be ready to go at 6 o'clock for a tough Clinton County team.
Yep. Trojans and Trojanettes will sweep tonight here at Edmonton, as the Trojanettes won earlier tonight 67-49, and the Trojans win by 30, 76-46 over Metcalfe County. So the Trojans go to 15-13 on the year. Metcalfe County drops to 9-19 on the season. We'll come back with a CPC Commodities postgame report in a moment as you're following Barren County Sports on 103.7.